of 2023. For me to be able
If everybody If everybody could take their seat, we'll begin with the program, please. If everybody could take their seat, we'll begin with the program, please. Good evening. I love the energy in this room. It's so happy to see everyone, all the alumni. Looking forward to a wonderful evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 10,000 Degrees Alumni Changemakers Celebration. My name is Saul Peña. I am a 10,000 Degrees honorary board member, a vice president at Dodge & Cox, a proud husband to my wife, who I think is at the bar, and two amazing kids, Lucas and Isabella, and a former chair of the board. And like 5 of the honorees tonight that are here tonight with us, I'm honored to call myself a 10,000 Degrees alum. I am so excited that you are all here tonight because you will get to hear incredibly poignant and powerful storytelling by 5 individuals who are truly extraordinary. But first, I want to take a moment to extend a very special thank you to our sponsors. Thank you so much for making this a wonderful celebration of our alumni possible. I want to give a special recognition to our lead sponsors, Bank of America, Park West Asset Management, TPG Capital, Sandy Donnell and Justin Fagioli, Rod and Lorraine Eshelman, and Mary and Mike Wolf. We are so grateful for your dedication to 10,000 Degrees students and programs. We also want to thank all of you, our one amazing community, for being here tonight to recognize and applaud our 5 alumni Changemaker honorees, and to hear how they are inspiring individuals and are making an impact in their families, our communities, and their careers. To our honorees' families, special guests, board members, volunteers, school partners, Young Professionals Council, and many alumni who are gathered here with us tonight. Each of you are an integral part of our 10,000 Degrees community. 10,000 Degrees has been an instrumental part of my life as I navigated my path to and through college. Their support had a transformative impact in my future. I have been a member of the 10,000 Degrees community for over 27 years. They have been my family, my guide, and my source of support. They have always been there for me as a student, as an alumni, as a board member, and as a supporter. The ripple effect for me started when I was a junior at San Rafael High School. I was eager to go to college and pursue my educational dreams. I wanted to break the cycle that was all too real for my 3 older siblings and my friends. I wanted to believe that a college education was attainable. I wanted to prove to my mom, who single-handedly raised 4 boys, that her sacrifices leaving her family behind and coming to this country overland from El Salvador in search of the American dream were not in vain. That my future would take a different path, one filled with opportunity and grounded on education. That I would not be destined to working at the local 7-Eleven where I started working when I was 13 years old because of my circumstances. That I would be able to unlock my potential. But the challenges of going to college were all too real. Financially, we could not afford it. We also did not have the knowledge to navigate the application process. But when the challenges seemed insurmountable, 10,000 Degrees was there to break them down. They provided mentoring, financial aid, and scholarships advising, and college success workshops. They helped me realize my dream of going to college. Importantly, they believed in me. Often we forget how this simple human act can have a powerful transformative effect. For me, it allowed me to become the first in my family to attend and graduate from a 4-year college. It inspired my brothers. It inspired one of my brothers to return to school, and it showed my younger cousins that a college degree was attainable, and they have attended and graduated from college as well. And education opened a window of opportunities for me I would not have had if I had not gone to college. It allowed me to join Dodge & Cox, where I have been honored to work and build my career for the past 22 years. It has allowed our family to pay it forward. It allowed me to serve on the board of directors of 10,000 Degrees in support of our mission and our students. It allowed me to serve on the board of directors of the Marin Community Foundation, and most recently joined the board of trustees at the University of San Francisco, my alma mater. To advocate for our students and for all the generations to come. By believing in our students and supporting them to unlock their potential, to transform their lives and that of their families, we are strengthening communities and creating even greater opportunity. Tonight, you will hear from 5 of our Changemaker honorees who are all pursuing their passions and working to create a more just and equitable society. They are changing the world. Now, allow me to tell you a little bit about the Changemaker Celebration. We received 50 nominations from 10,000 Degrees alumni. 12 were chosen to be semifinalists. Then, when we asked you to cast your vote, more than 1,300 of you voted for our 5 honorees. And all of them are here this evening. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our first honoree, Elizabeth Quiroz. Proud 10,000 Degrees alumna, who is about to earn her 3rd, I repeat, 3rd degree. She received her AA from Santa Rosa Junior College, her BA from Sonoma State University, and this spring will earn her master's degrees in social justice and human rights from Arizona State University. Please give a warm welcome to Elizabeth.
Here's a quote I live by daily. We can move on with our lives and never speak of what we overcame, or we can go back into the burning building and save as many souls as we can and bring them to freedom with us. This is the path I choose today. Good evening, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Quiroz, and I am one degree of change. I graduated from Sonoma State University with a bachelor's degree in sociology, and I felt so empowered and on fire. Today, I am pursuing my master's degree in social justice and human rights from Arizona State University, and I'll be graduating May of 2023. For me to be able to achieve this is a miracle. I am an overcomer of human trafficking, addiction, a broken foster care system, and incarceration. When I first arrived in Sonoma County, I was in shackles, and I had just been sentenced to 5 years behind bars. I had to say goodbye to my street family and the Elizabeth I used to know. After serving my prison term, I decided to attend women's treatment facility to continue my healing journey. When I completed treatment, I made a decision to give back and use all of my past pain for a bigger purpose. I decided to enroll at Santa Rosa Junior College to obtain a certificate to become a drug and alcohol counselor. My mindset at this time was just to get a certificate and graduate. Because of my past trauma, I couldn't even envision myself graduating with a degree, let alone a master's degree. But because of organizations like the Bear Cub Scholars and 10,000 Degrees, I was encouraged and persuaded to shoot for the stars and go for my master's degree. They will tell me statements like, "You'll be the first one in your family to receive a degree. You are ending generational cycles in your family." Today, I have 11 years clean, and I'm a graduate student. I want to share a piece of my journey while at Santa Rosa Junior College, where 10,000 Degrees was helping me behind the scenes. I was working as a busser at the Flamingo restaurant while taking classes at SRJC. When I initially became a student with 10,000 Degrees, I applied for different jobs several times, but was always turned down because of my criminal record. Working as a busser, I understood it was a temporary position, and my life's purpose was so much bigger. So I looked into other options. I wanted to give up so many times, but my 10,000 Degree fellow students or fellows wouldn't let me. I didn't have a supportive family growing up. So when I went to office hours feeling defeated, my 10,000 Degrees fellows would welcome me by checking in with me and allow me to vent. And as a result, I felt a sense of family. Because they believed in me, I decided to stand up and fight to get my criminal record expunged. After years of advocating for myself, I was finally able to have my record expunged. It didn't stop there. With the help of 10,000 Degrees, such as writing character reference letters on my behalf, I was able to move forward in the process of obtaining an unconditional governor's pardon from Governor Jerry Brown. And guess what? I got it. So I'm the first lady in Sonoma County to receive a governor's pardon. Yep. Thank you. Today, my criminal record has been erased, and I have a successful career working as a social worker investigator that allows me to utilize my life experiences and education. Because this obstacle has been removed from my path, I am now able to live up to my full potential and impact lives all around the Bay Area with my story of victory. My 10,000 Degrees fellows, Alma and Haley, really embraced me as a family. And that's exactly what I needed to flourish. Coming from a background of having no family, it was hard for me to trust. But because of my fellows embracing me and giving me a safe place to let my guard down, I learned to embrace my new identity of becoming a leader. I am grateful to 10,000 Degrees for planting seeds of hope and believing in me. It doesn't stop there. I'm also one of the co-founders of Redemption House of the Bay Area. Redemption House is a multifaceted program established to assist survivors of human trafficking in getting back to a functional, productive, and healthy lifestyle. I just published my new memoir, Purified in the Flame. And this book is about my testimony and how I was able to break from and overcome the effects of human trafficking, addiction, incarceration, and a broken foster care system. If I can use my pain for purpose, turn my mess into a message, and turn my trauma into triumph, then there's hope for the lost and broken. I am a 10,000 degrees change maker because I decided that I would not become a statistic as a result of adversity. Instead, I am using my experiences with adversity as fuel to change the world so others can thrive. Thank you so much for being here and supporting us.
Hi everyone, my name is Jacobo, and I am 1 degree of change. I graduated from UC Davis with a degree in biochemistry and molecular biology. And today, I'm a scientist in Genentech where I work with stem cells to produce cell replacement therapies. I'm actually the first of my family to attend and graduate from college. And one of the largest obstacles that I faced while attending college was financing my education. And I spent perhaps too much time, more than really on studying, than I would have liked. Once I received a 10,000 degree scholarship, it allowed me to focus on my education. It removed the burden. Some of the important experiences that really laid the foundation to become a scientist were possible because I could experience extracurricular activities, including research. I was interested in stem cell biology and cell biology in general, so I sought research experiences in UC Davis. I was fortunate and I found the Institute of Regenerative Cures where they had many clinical trials ongoing. In the Institute of Regenerative Cures, I found a mentor who allowed me to follow my interests and who taught me for the first time how to work with cells outside your body. After finishing my degree, it was unfortunate, but I couldn't stay in that lab due to a funding shortage. Nevertheless, I sought other opportunities in UC Davis, and I was again lucky, and I found another lab that allowed me to have high independence, and it allowed me to study stem cell biology. In this lab, I focused on the generation of photoreceptors. I established the stem cell lab and quickly generated photoreceptors which we could use to do proof of concepts. These proof of concepts were primarily focused on early stage research for cellular therapies. I then decided to join Genentech, where I have worked on the generation of induced pluripotent stem cell lines on an Oprogen, which is an investigational cellular replacement therapy that is intended to replace retinal pigmented epithelium cells to prevent sight loss or to restore sight in patients who are struggling with dry AMD. These patients can see well due to the loss of RPE. While photoreceptors are the cells that are responsible to allow us to see, they don't function on their own. RPE provide critical support to photoreceptors. When RPE cells die, it's not like a cut where we can simply regenerate the cells and heal. So what we're doing is that we're trying to grow them so we could transplant them to patients. There are a lot of patients with this disease, and this investigational cell therapy may offer them a path forward to sight restoration. What I am doing now is broadly trying to accelerate our development and simplify radically to essentially make these therapies more accessible to patients. The work I'm doing is contributing to set a foundation for future cellular therapies. The generosity of the donors who supported 10,000 Degrees and who supported me had an impact on shaping who I am today. But their generosity and support extends far beyond that. Their support then is now allowing me to contribute to developing cellular therapies. They're supporting making what once was thought as impossible a tangible advancement in medicine that can help millions of people in need. And this is why I'm a 10,000 Degrees Changemaker.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Imani Lawson, and I am proud to be 1 degree of change. I graduated from Grambling State University with a bachelor's degree in electronic engineering technology. Today, I work for Hitachi Rail as an installation engineer. It is a true honor to not only just be receiving this recognition, but also to have been a part of this amazing program that opened up my world. I grew up in Richmond, California with just my mom, Tori, and my younger brother, Devin. And like many others that share a similar story of growing up in a single-parent household, every day had its own struggles. Thankfully, I was blessed to have a village of mentors and family that taught me how far sacrifice, community, and drive can truly take you. As I've stated before, coming from Richmond, exposure to violence in and out of our homes, drugs, and poverty is just another story shared by many of us. This has a major effect on the youth because being constantly clouded by such negativity becomes normalized, and some of us get way too far lost in the chaos. We hinder our own progression by failing to realize that we have the power in ourselves to create our own life. I have friends and loved ones that didn't make it to age 14 by their own choice, others who didn't see age 16 by the choice of others, and others whose pain caused them to make mistakes that left them behind bars. So not just witnessing, but also living through these traumatic times instilled in me at a young age the importance of deciding how I envision my own life and to find a way to strengthen our community, especially in the memory of those that we lost way too soon. Something that my Aunt Leslie used to tell me often, even at a young age, was that education is the one thing that nobody can take away from you. So my vision had always been to get a college degree as an example to the younger generations that our situation does not define our limits. With the degree first, I knew that I would open the door to endless possibilities for my own future and financial stability. Thanks to the 10,000 Degrees Scholarship, I was able to not just have a vision, but the ability to take action toward it as well. This gave me the chance to step outside of my comfort zone and see the world outside of the Bay Area by going to school out of state. I don't believe I could have chosen a better place than a historically black college, Grambling State University in Louisiana. The scholarship gave me the financial freedom to focus solely on my academics without having to work, which led me to become more active in our engineering department and volunteer for the outreach programs. I was also the president of the National Society of Black Engineers at Grambling, and I had the wonderful the wonderful opportunity to partner with programs like CMAS and STEM NOLA. Together, we helped expose over 500 kids to the world of STEM through several different unique activities and competitions. I really enjoyed these experiences because it made the kids excited and interested in STEM, especially with the hands-on aspect, and I hope to be able to bring a similar experience right here at home one day as well. Because I had the courage to step outside my comfort zone, I decided to begin my engineering career at Caterpillar in Illinois. I learned many great lessons about the industry from some of the greatest mentors like Rick, Dominic, and Rita, who turned into family. Thanks to the Caterpillar African American Network, I also took the opportunity of being the keynote speaker for a program called Destination Technology. I shared my story of being a black woman in engineering and voiced the importance of higher education and how having a vision can illuminate their destiny. I also teamed with a colleague of mine, Jerry Johnson, to give similar speeches at several middle schools in the area. I can say with great pride now that I am back home and am currently working at Hitachi Rail on the BART CBTC project. Together, we are enhancing the commute for BART riders across the Bay Area, which is a primary source of transportation for many right here at home today. I work with amazing individuals from all over the world, like Michaela and Paul, who continue to strive to inspire the next, both in and out of the office, every single day. Now that I am back home, I often reflect on how much I've grown since the young woman who was just hoping that a degree would take her dreams into reality. I stand before you as a living example of what following those dreams and goals can lead to. By being just 1 degree of change, we can ignite inspiration in anyone we encounter. I am more than just another ambitious black woman in engineering. I am also the daughter of a courageous overcomer. I am the granddaughter of God's most resilient warriors. I am the niece of empowering visionaries. I am the partner and friend of fearless, hardworking survivors. And most importantly, I am a 10,000 Degrees Changemaker because I believe in my community, and I promise to continue to advocate for the better future of younger generations. Thank you.
Imani, Elizabeth, and Antonio, thank you for sharing. You're trailblazing. We are all so proud of you. We are lucky to have you in our community. Thank you, and thank you for all that you are doing. We're going to take a small break in our program to allow for dinner service. Please enjoy your dinners and the conversations, and we'll be back soon. Hello. We're going to go ahead and get started now. Good evening. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started if we may. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I apologize for interrupting the wonderful conversation, but we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for your attention as we resume our program. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage Kati Pimentel Vargas. Kati is a proud 10,000 Degrees alumna and graduate of UC Santa Cruz, where she earned her BA in Legal Studies and Politics. Kati is currently a third-year law student at the University of San Francisco. She is focusing on technology and intellectual property. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Kati.
Good evening. My name is Katiuska Pimentel Vargas. I am 1 degree of change. I'm here to tell you a story of how I transformed my pain into resilience. I was born in Lima, Peru. Structural poverty, drug epidemics, and widespread violence shaped my childhood memories. We came to see poverty and violence as normal. Looking over our shoulder as I was walking home from school because violence was inescapable. At the age of 15, I made the difficult decision to leave my country, my family, with the dream of attending college and achieving the American dream. I moved to Novato, California, and moved to live with my 2 older siblings and 2 nieces, Kayla and Leanne. My nieces became a source of inspiration for me and support. Being separated from my family at such a young age caused me anxiety and a feeling of grief. This was the first time I experienced depression. I focused on school as a way to cope with my depressive mentality, overworking myself and getting involved with as many extracurricular activities as possible. Due to many factors, including facing homelessness, having to work as a dishwasher, waiter, and retail worker, high school was really difficult for me. This was the time that 10,000 Degrees stepped out to support me, and their help was crucial to my success. 10,000 Degrees Summer Institute helped me learn about college. I learned that education is a life commitment and that nothing is impossible. I got the opportunity to make life-lasting friendships with the students from different high schools, and by the time we left the Summer Institute, we all became a community and a family. My days in the Summer Institute were extremely productive, waking up at 6 a.m., spending hours and hours at SAT, ACT workshops. By the time we left the Institute, we all had a piece of 10,000 Degrees in our heart. 10,000 Degrees gave me the tools and knowledge I needed to make my dream a reality of one day attending college. They helped me with college applications, filling out financial aid packages, and learning about scholarships. Although I was excelling academically in high school, going from English as my second language classes to taking 5 advanced placement classes by the time I graduated college, I struggled with low self-esteem. I got accepted at University of California, Santa Cruz with a full ride. In college, I found myself doubting myself and thinking I did not deserve the opportunities I was given. 10,000 Degrees college advisors' continued support in college made a huge difference in supporting my journey as a first-generation undocumented student. They were there to provide me with support in times where I simply had lost hope. In 2016, I was selected to work in the United States Senate, supporting health and immigration initiatives. My advocacy grew in college, and I built a strong sense of resilience about my struggles. I learned that once you overcome your internal fears, there's nothing that can stop your drive to keep going. After graduating college, I became an advocate and fearless fighter for justice. I organized to empower fellow undocumented youth to advocate for the passage of the California Sanctuary State Bill and other meaningful legislations aiming to protect low-income immigrants and families. In 2019, I was accepted into law school, but 2 weeks before starting law school, one of my sources of inspiration, my niece Kayla, was shot at the Gilroy Garlic Festival. The grief process was difficult. I struggled with physical pains, insomnia, and lack of appetite. This painful experience made me take the difficult decision of deferring law school for a year to support my family and grief. In 2020, I decided to take the courageous decision to come back to law school. As an undocumented student, attending law school is extremely difficult, but I was fortunate enough to get scholarships from the San Francisco Bar Association, California Judges Association, and Change Lawyers. Through hard work and dedication, I achieved the highest grade in 4 of my first-year law school classes. Attending law school has given me incredible opportunities that I never thought I would ever be able to achieve, including being a law clerk for a senior federal judge, Susan Elston in the Northern District, becoming a tutor for fellow first-generation law students, representing my law school in a moot court competition program, and working at the Intellectual Property Clinic where I support small businesses and startups protect their intellectual property. Last year, I achieved my biggest academic achievement so far, which I'm really proud of. I made it to the top 5% of my law school academically. As a first-generation Latina law student, I'm highly aware of the need to represent my immigrant and Latinx community. Latinas constitute less than 2% of lawyers, and it is important to represent my community in these spaces. Next spring, I will be the first one in my family to graduate from law school in the United States, and I hope to continue bringing awareness to the struggles I represent. Last week, I accomplished a personal achievement. I, alongside my community and family, revealed a mural in honor of my niece, Kayla, who represents the many victims of gun violence. I work with the city of San Jose and a muralist, Jessica Sabogal, to create a beautiful mural in honor of Kayla, which is displayed at the Mayfair Community Center in San Jose, California. The mural is a symbol against violence and a form of advocacy against gun violence. We must stand to address this social issue affecting so many lives and families. I'm extremely grateful for organizations like 10,000 Degrees that have invested in my talents since the beginning. I am a change maker because I believe that everybody deserves the opportunity to achieve their dreams, regardless of where they come from and their immigration status. I'm extremely grateful for all of your support. Thank you, y muchas gracias.
Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all? My name is Ariana Aparicio Aguilar, and I am 1 degree of change. It is an honor and pleasure to be in community with you all. I would like to thank 10,000 Degrees for the recognition in honoring me with the Changemakers Award. Furthermore, I would like to send a special shout out and gratitude to my guests who are here tonight accompanying me and my extended community for voting for me and their unconditional support. It really means a lot to me to be acknowledged here with the other nominees for the brilliance and the impact on their communities. They are inspiring in their own right. As a first-generation college graduate, my work in the community has been led by a true desire to make a positive difference through my advocacy for the undocumented community because it affects 11 million people currently living and working in different sectors of the US economy. I still remember the day, junior year of high school, when I learned about 10,000 Degrees. I applied and was accepted into the program in 2006 and was taken under their wings during a time when being an undocumented student was not something I felt comfortable disclosing to my peers or my teachers due to fear of legal repercussions. 10,000 Degrees was the community I needed during a challenging time when people did not believe in or support undocumented students. Fortunately, thanks to the support of scholarships like 10,000 Degrees, I was able to attend Santa Rosa Junior College, which built my educational foundation before transferring to Sonoma State University, where I obtained my degree in sociology in 2011. Looking back, I would not have imagined that Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA, would pass a year later. Nor that I would be able to exercise my college degree in a field that I was passionate about, education. A lot of doors opened for me in 2012, when 10,000 Degrees staff and mentors recommended me for the fellowship program. I was one of the first 3 fellows. It's amazing how much the fellow program has grown over the past 10 years, to now including over 50 fellows. As a 10,000 Degrees fellow, I was able to give back to my community in West Marin, Tomales High School, and the Shoreline Unified School District by providing college tours, financial aid, assistance, college application guidance, just to name a few. Interacting with the students from this rural community was very rewarding. It allowed me to give back to the community that had seen me grow up, and was one of the main reasons I chose to become a fellow. Transitioning from being a fellow to an academic advisor at my alma mater, Sonoma State, allowed me to continue my path in what would become a successful career in higher education administration. Fast forward a few years, I have now graduated with my master's from the Harvard Graduate School of Education. Thank you. And I'm a second-year PhD student at the University of California, UC Riverside. At UCR, I'm conducting research on the importance of passing legislation that grants a pathway to citizenship for the current 600,000 DACA recipients. My advocacy and research interests led me to be selected to visit the First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, at the White House during DACA's 10th anniversary. I shared with her my story and asked her for her continued support for passing comprehensive immigration reform. The work that 10,000 Degrees does in the community is important because of the long-lasting effects it has on students like me. With my community support, I will continue to advocate for the undocumented community and am committed to paying it forward by guiding the next generation of leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, Ariana, for being such an inspiration and sharing your story. Now we wish to welcome back to the stage our Changemaker Honorees, Elizabeth, Antonio, Imani, and Kati, and Ariana. And I would also like to welcome Kim Mazuka, President and CEO of 10,000 Degrees, to help me present these awards.
Thank you, Sally. What an incredible evening to be surrounded by these change makers who are doing incredible good in the world, something that we need now more than ever. Congratulations. We are so proud of you for what you are doing, and we have the honor of presenting you with the 10,000 Degrees Alumni Changemakers Award tonight. So I believe addition to this 1 degree of award, each honoree tonight will receive a $500 award and a LinkedIn Premium account. Thank you, LinkedIn, for all your support. Also, as a very special surprise, each honoree will be able to award an additional $500 gift to the nonprofit of their choice to honor all of the change makers out there in the world today. Congratulations. Before they walk off the stage, I would like everybody, family members, and guests who are here with our honorees to please stand. Families. Families, parents, moms, dads, aunties, we honor you tonight. We thank you for all your love and for what you have done throughout your entire life to bring them to us and to the world. Thank you. Photos? Just a couple. Let's give them another warm round of applause. Changemakers. Saul Pena was the very first 10,000 Degrees alumnus that I met almost 23 years ago. And it was while the two of us were having dinner together that the future of 10,000 Degrees became crystal clear. We needed thousands more like you, Saul. Elizabeth, Ariana, Imani, Antonio, and Kati, just like Saul, you exemplify what it means to be a change maker and what our world needs now more than ever. I'd like to take a moment and to ask all of the 10,000 Degrees alums who are in the room tonight to please stand. What an incredibly beautiful community that all of you have helped to grow. Thank you so much. Donors, partners, supporters, volunteers, students, staff, advisory board members, honorary directors, board of directors, thank you for being here tonight and sharing in the joy with our alumni. Throughout your loyal support, it's because of you we are growing a beautiful, more loving, and more inspiring community of change makers, and for that, we thank you. Tonight, you heard from our 5 change makers the transformative power of 1 degree. It is the power that awakens within one student when they realize they have limitless potential. It is the moment when they can proudly walk into any space and be their authentic self because they belong. It is what happens when they become leaders in their communities, in their workplaces, doctors and scientists and lawyers and social workers and educators. It is what happens when one life, then their siblings, then their own children's, and then thousands more are made better because of who they are and what they do. And it is when their very presence inspires others to see the whole world of possibilities. And this is who 10,000 Degrees is. We believe in the great potential of all students. And we envision a world when one day all students, regardless of race, ethnicity, socioeconomics, or immigration status, will have the full range of educational opportunities to realize their full potential and to be change makers. Today, we are serving more than 12,000 students across 8 Bay Area counties, and we're supporting almost 3,000 students in college with our scholarships and college success support. 100% of our students today are coming from low-income backgrounds. 92% are coming from communities of color, and 93% will be the first in their family to attend college. Our model provides the comprehensive support to and all the way through college. It includes college and financial aid advising, scholarships, financial aid management, near-peer mentoring, and a targeted community college pathways program, and graduate school and career readiness. This year, we will have awarded $6.3 million to almost 3,000 students. And we will leverage an additional $32.5 million in free financial aid. And this is why our students graduate with 88% less loan debt than the average college student. And this is why your investment in 10,000 Degrees has a multiplier effect. And despite COVID, I am pleased to share that we are bucking the national trends. Our graduation rates remain steady. 80% plus of our students who start at a 4-year are graduating with their undergraduate degree within 6 years of start, compared to their national peers of 31%. And our students who start at community college transfer to the 4-year and graduate with their bachelor's degree at 3 times the national average. As one of our change makers, one of our earlier fellows, Ariana, spoke about, our model is powered by a very innovative fellowship program that was launched in 2012. Our fellows are recent college graduates. Many are our alums. They come back. We train them with deep content expertise. And they are the experts to be out there to helping our students navigate the entire college success journey. Since 2012, we've trained more than 100 fellows. We currently have 54 staff and soon to have many more. Because of you and your support, the power of 1 degree is unfolding across all of our communities. And this is why we can and will do more. Our work would not be possible without the partnership from our local schools, and I want to recognize we have several in the room tonight. We are currently at 42 partner high schools and many community colleges and 4-year universities. But here tonight we have Downtown High School, Ida B. Wells, San Francisco International, and Thurgood Marshall. Thank you so much for your partnership and all you do. We love working with you. I also want to thank City College of San Francisco and College of Marin. You've been incredible partners through all of our work. I'm also very pleased tonight that with the launching of our new strategic plan, we are expanding our fellowship program. We are growing college success by reaching more students, and we are also growing our career success program because we want to help our students transition from college graduation to successful careers. We have thousands of amazing alumni, as you saw, who are incredibly talented, innovative, and committed. They are the future, and our workplaces would be lucky to have them. I want to take just a moment to thank all of our corporate partners. Many of you have been mentors, and you have also provided internships for our students. I'm reminded of one such alum who I believe is here tonight as well, Bella. Where is Bella D'Souza? Bella, where are you? Oh, yes! Bella did an internship. Her first internship was at Dodge & Cox. The following summer was Loomis Sales. The following summer was BlackRock. And if I have it right, you are now the Equity Index Product Strategist at BlackRock. Thank you. Congratulations. I want to give a special shout out to Bank of America, LinkedIn, First Republic, and Okta for their very recent and deep investment in helping to grow our College Success Program. We are so excited by this opportunity and to see many more of our alums transition to successful careers because of you. Thank you so much. There's one person that I'd like to stand. If you would, Megan Topping, our director. Where are you, Megan? There you are. So Megan is our Director of Corporate Engagement, and it was because of her vision several years ago that the development of our corporate partnerships and our careers have really taken off. So thank you, Megan, for all you do. Tonight, we also celebrate the transformative power of our change makers and what all of us can do when we come together. Represented here tonight are people from all different places and backgrounds, and we arrived here from all different pathways. But we all know we belong here. We also share a very deeply held belief that all people have the right to thrive and to live a happy and healthy and productive life. In this current climate of growing hatefulness and violence, when our civil rights are in deep peril, I say we must gather together all of our love and all of our courage and keep on. At 10,000 Degrees, we believe in the goodness of people. We believe in a more just and equitable world, and we know that education is absolutely essential and inextricably linked to one's quality life and to the health and resiliency of our communities, our workplaces, our beloved planet, and our democracy. So we must do better, go further, and as we always say at 10,000 Degrees, never give up. Each of you in this room tonight is a change maker. What you do every day has infinite possibilities to help build a better world. And tonight is such an opportunity. So if you haven't already done so, please join us. Become a volunteer, a career mentor, a corporate partner, a high school partner. Spread the good word. And if you are so inclined, I invite you to make a gift. We are trying to grow our fellowship program to be able to serve more students. Tonight, you do have pledge cards on your table. You can quietly make a pledge, a financial gift, if you would like. Some of you may have swiped your card at the earlier reception. We'll come around, we'll collect the pledge cards. If you haven't swiped your card, you can also make a gift through your donor advised fund. And for those of you, I believe you're live streaming, you can also go to 10,000degrees.org/donate. I cannot thank you enough for sticking by us, for supporting our students, for your loyal and enduring support. We cannot do this without you. I always say that we are so much more than an organization. We are in an amazing community that is growing a more beautiful and loving world. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Enjoy your rest of the evening, and I hope to see you all very soon again.